Hey, what's up everybody? I'm just going to try and make a video about installing the Seibon carbon fiber trunk for the 2022 VB WRX. Alright, just like I said, we're going to be installing the Seibon carbon fiber trunk for the 2022 VB WRX. This is it right here. I got it from one of my group members. He's actually an admin for our group on Facebook, and him and I, we met up at his place. We uninstalled it and installed his original trunk. But this is it right here. He sold it to me for a pretty good price. I could not pass up on it. You know, I was not originally looking for a new trunk. As you can see over here, I got my STI wing with the original trunk, and then have the emblem over here, the mountain emblem. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's unique. And then I have the Airflow Dynamics back trunk plating. It's in gloss black. And then obviously you can see my Molded Innovations taillights, sequential LED, and the original. This came with the car, the spoiler over here. So yeah, we're gonna be switching this with this. One modification I want to do is I'm gonna take off the STI emblem. Personally, for me, I'd rather have it off, keep it low key. You know, others have their STI emblems, and nothing against them, but me personally, I just rather have it like this without the STI emblem and just own that WRX name brand. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the pop clips over here. I had already worked on this trunk to install a STI wing, so I had to do a little modification to make everything fit back in, but for the most part you're gonna have a clips along this portion over here, and then you're gonna have some more over here and here and here. So first you gotta do is just take off all these clips, and let's get to it. Alright, so once we got that piece off, there's a bunch of cables underneath here you're gonna see. So I had taken off for the most part all the clips that hold them to the trunk, but unless you got small hands, it's gonna be very difficult to do that. As you can see, I got some small hands. I just reached in the back, and what I did was, as you can see here, it's two-sided. I would push one side in and then pull that side out, and then reach on the other side. As I pull it out, I'll push this side in right here, so I kind of wiggle it out, and that's how I'd get all these clips out, sorry. But yeah, for the most part I got all that done. And let's see. Alright, once you got all the cables free, as you see, they're still connected to the backup camera and then the tail light, I mean not the tail lights, the trunk lighting. But also, in order to do this, continue forward, we gotta take out these screws. I believe, what screw size is this? Screw size you'll need is a 5x16. One of these little guys. You need a 5x16, I believe. Let me just double check. Yep, that's perfect. And you're gonna need one of these wrenches so you can get this screwed off. And yeah. Alright, I got those 5x16, whatever these are, out. And then see, that came out, and over here came out. So I actually had to use my screwdriver. It wasn't working, so this one I had to resort to this one, and it worked out pretty well. And in order to get the light bulbs out, let's see these right here, I already had pushed them out, but basically you got to push both sides and then push out at the same time sequentially. And same thing like this with this one over here, same process. Next you want to do is, you need the same screw, the 5x61. You want to take these two out. Once you get these two out right here, sorry, it's a little shiny outside, can't really see, but yeah, right here, that's what you want to do next. Alright guys, so once you had unscrewed the bolts on the left and right side, what I did was I pulled the sides off first, and then I pulled the middle off. So it was easier to take off that way. As you can see here, you got the lights and you got the backup camera, and you have this portion right here, the wiring to this portion. So whenever if you don't want to click the button on your phone or the front of the car, you can use this button to unlock the hatch or the trunk. So we gotta transfer this over into the next one. And over here, I got the Mishimoto LED trunk lights, but To unplug this portion right here, you want to squeeze this part right here and then pull it at the same time. So that's essentially what you need to do for that part. Yep, once we got the camera, the lights, and the back plate or this trim portion right here off, all we have to do now that see everything is disconnected, you don't need to disconnect this portion right here, because essentially we're just going to remove these bolts right here. There's 4 of them. What size are they? That's a good question. Let me find that out for you. Pretty sure they look like 12 millimeters. Let's see. Let's try 12. First try. Yep, they are 12 millimeters. So you're going to grab a 12 millimeter set and you're going to unscrew these portions right here. And one last part I forgot to do. So for the most part, I got everything plugged up. I just got to zip tie it and then put that cover back on. Everything is pretty much straightforward. And then I also got to put back this portion over here. Start over here. I forgot to take these 2 nuts out so I can switch this over to the carbon fiber hood. What you're going to need is, I believe, you're going to need a 11 millimeter socket for this one. So yep, let's get to it. Alright, other than getting this portion back on, hopefully everything checks out. I'm going to do a quick check down and see if the reverse camera works, the light bulbs work, and the trunk handle works because I just used it. Oh, this thing is super light compared to the original trunk. It took like a lot of strength for me to carry my original trunk, and then this one I could literally carry it with just my left arm. Literally, it was that easy. So one thing to keep in mind whenever you release your trunk, do not press the trunk release on either your key fob or the one that's located on the front of the car, because why I say this is because this thing will fly up. Watch, when I click it, the thing shoots up. Thankfully I was already warned of this by the previous owner. I don't know what would happen if I were just to like click it up. Probably would break a glass or something. I don't know, but warning, only if you're ever gonna open up the trunk, only use this, nothing else. With that being said, let's check everything out and let's go from there. tell, the trunk lights obviously work because you see them right there. When I put it in reverse, camera's perfect, good to go. For the most part, it's pretty much done. I just gotta take out the STI emblem that he left behind, but kind of looks nice though. Alright, now that we got everything verified, everything's working, good to go, let's put this final piece back on and